second inhale. And as you exhale, pull the arms down. So we're using the first handful of these repetitions to also warm up the body. So we'll warm up the breath with a full inhale and a full exhale. As your arms start to warm up, if you need to take more tension, you can. Breathe in. And why don't we add on some calf raises to the last 10 of these. So when you're ready, lift your heels and try to get each metatarsal to have equal weight. And 3 and 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, take 2 more, 9, and then 10. Now, we're gonna take this band behind the upper back, palms face up. I'm also gonna add on a possible squat here. So the first few you could use as a warm up. In other words, maybe you'll just start off slow and low and get lower as you warm up. And exhale. And with the arms, if you need more tension, grab more band. As we squat, feel like your heels are so heavy, or much heavier than your toes. Your toes are so light, you could lift them. I just lifted mine to use that as a litmus, but then you can put them back down. Exhale out, your elbows lengthen, and press. All right, we're gonna take 10 more. The heart rate might be going up a little bit. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. We're gonna do 6 more like this. 1, 2, here we go. 3 more. 4, you've got it. Neck is long, shoulders are down, and that was 20. Beautiful. Now take the band underneath both heels if you want harder. One heel if you would like it easier. The band intensity will dictate too how many. So I like to make sure that both tails are equal. And then once you have that, bend your elbows and exhale. So I have a heavier band. And height can also do it. So just do 1 or 2 per what you need. 4, 5, good. Your wrist should feel comfortable. 6, the neck should feel comfortable. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, take 1 more, 20. Gorgeous. Now we're going to take the a lighter dynaband. You may not need that. It depends on what you have. I'm going to grab a lighter one. So the outer lateral raise, because it's a long lever. So one heel goes on, the same heel that you're going to work the arm of. Yes. Now the first couple, I always have to figure out where I need to be. That's fine. Yep. Make your wrist comfortable per your dynaband. Keep that body tall. Go about shoulder height. That looks great. Another little cue is just kind of making sure you're not hyperextending the joints. So for me, I'll soften the knees, make sure I'm not backwards in the knees. 8, good, neck is soft. 9, this should feel like your shoulder. 10 is working. 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. We're going to do 15 on the other side as well. So step the other heel on top of that band. Go out, yes, and then adjust as you need. Good, that's what's so nice about the bands. It's easy to make it harder or easier, shorter or longer. Yep, 5. Your wrist should feel good. We never want to hurt the joint to help the muscles. 7, good. 8, long. 9, long arm, long body. 10, now we have 5 more. 1 and 2, good. 3, 4, and then 5. Now we're also going to take a set to the front. Now we're only going to do 10 to the front. So make it to where you feel like you'll fatigue at the end of the 10. These are harder than the side ones anyway, so you're going to feel that. 2. So you might feel some challenge already because we're only going to do 10. 4. So we'd like to be fatigued towards that. 6. 7. Another neat trick is to decrease the speed. So slow it down on the way down. 9, or take more time is another way to say it. 10. All right, take it to the other. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, shoulders, 8, 9, and then 10. Now, before we add on, let's take a few of our shoulder stretches. This is also for the upper back, so when your arms are behind you, you can add a thoracic extension. Another way to say that is you're lifting your sternum. The shoulders, the arms are moving in the glenoid fossa. So here they're internal, here they're external. You might be able to take a fuller breath with the arms overhead. We are going to do one more, but then we're going to find a few places. Any of those behind you, that looks good. 5. Use the breath to help. 4. Now lower it down, and 5. One more. 5. All right, we're going to let that go. Now, you can take a sip. We're going to do a dynaband tricep, but we're just going to grab a sip real quick. A dynaband tricep press. Take one hand behind you. I like to have the hand right around the skull, one hand at the low back, knowing we may have to adjust. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And kind of like before, you can slow it. 6, 7. This is the back of the arm. 8. I love this muscle to get strong because if we were to fall, this would catch us. Often this will catch us, so it can help prevent a worse fall if it's a strong muscle. 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one up. Now this one, okay, we're going to exhale. 2, 3, 4. Good. Neck is soft. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and it's getting harder on this last stretch. That's right about perfect when it's getting harder. Now, if it's too hard, give yourself another inch of slack so you can finish out strong. 18, but you can finish without compensatory movements. All right, my arms, felt it. Terrific. Let that go. Grab a heavy band and we'll meet on the floor. Keep a medium or, keep all the bands nearby. So I'm also going to grab a sip. If you'd like, grab it. We're going to do our big back muscle, the lat. It's also going to include the biceps. Take your legs long. This is a row, so your band will wrap, cross, and hold on to the close to your feet. You'll know once you start pulling. You're going to exhale. Let me turn and face you. All right, so both elbows pull past your ribs. This should feel very therapeutic in nature because it's such an important muscle to keep strong for posture. 4, good. Exhale. 5, beautiful posture. 6, it's one of my favorite benefits I've seen in your work. 8, your progress. 9, now it's big muscles, so we're doing 10 more. We're doing 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, I like the 2 bands. That's a great trick. 18, 19, and 20. Now, I'm going to take a lighter or medium band. So you might just take 1 band on this. Wrap it around the feet, both feet. Cross the band like an X. Put your elbows really close to you. And speaking of therapeutic, this is external rotation. This is really good for the posture. The shoulder muscles need help to stay back, down and back, instead of rounding forward. This is the exercise that really does it the best. 6, good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, let's do 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now take that out. You may take 2 bands on this next one. It's going to be a rotation. It is a back exercise. So I'm going to go back to the heavy one, for example. Maybe you'll take 2. You'll know as soon as we do it because it is 1 arm. So you're going to turn and at the same time only 1 arm pulls. So you'll know right away, do I need more weight? Do I need less? Exhale, clean rotation to one side, clean to the other. And exhale, 6, 7, 8. Good. Exhale, 9. You feel your bicep as well. That's natural. The back of the shoulder you feel. Big back muscles, the lats. We know rotational stretches help with posture. 4, and so does back strengthening the back body and opening the front body. All right, 1 more each. So you're going to exhale, pull, exhale, pull. Now we just strengthened the back body. We're going to let this go for a moment and take a stretch for the front body. Those 2 things in combination help maintain and improve posture. So now we lift the heart. This is the rack posture, shoulders, chest, thoracic spine. Breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now, hand weights are going to be next. We're going to be doing some chest presses. We've warmed up our body with the bands, and you're going to need a heavier one. So I'm just going to say probably 5 to 10 or 5 to 8, somewhere in there. 5 to 10, 5 to 12. You're going to be down with your feet on the floor. I like that cue for the ribs to stay down. Now take an inhale. Push your arms up, and you may have an image of a push-up. You bend, and you push your arms up. Good. What I like, keep going, is that you can keep your ribs on the mat a little easier with the feet on the floor like this, so the knees bent. Now make sure it feels good to your shoulders. We all have different histories in our body, but when you push up, nothing should hurt your shoulder, and when you lower, nothing should hurt your shoulder. If your neck looks great. If somebody's neck didn't feel good, they could always put a pillow under their head and help keep that neck happy. Now we're breathing to make sure we exhale on the push. We've got a little ab tone, and we inhale, control. Exhale, push. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. You're in control. Never letting the weights take you into a range of motion you don't want. You're in control on the up and the down, and 3, and the down, and 2. 1 more. Now, take that out of the way and take a full body stretch. Your arms are long. You're reaching through your arms and your toes. Now we're going to come up. You can come up with an ab crunch if you're comfortable with that. Good. And then we're going to be taking Betty, I'm going to have us stand up, and one way you can do it is like you're trying not to touch your hands. There's lots of ways. You could take a foot and then a reverse lunge. Now we are going to go back to that heavier weight, so somewhere between a 5 and a 10. So what you'll do is I'm going to take us in that reverse lunge, kind of like how we just got up. If I have the weight in my right hand, the left hand's on the left thigh. Now imagine your back's the table, okay? So it's not a round tortoise shell. You're gonna pull up. I always think of how we used to start lawnmowers. So I still have a pull lawnmower actually at the other house I just sold, but it's like you pull the rope to get it started. This hand's gently supporting you, but your back is long. Good. Exhale as you pull. Good, and we're going to even it up, but we're going to do 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14. Now on the 15th, stand up like you're giving your posture muscles a break. I'm going to switch which foot's in forward, in front. Right hand is on the thigh. Hinge, so your back's long. Pull the elbows. The elbow. Good, exhale. That looks good. Pull like you're starting a lawnmower. 4, your back is strong. 5, not round. 6, so you look good, your neck looks good. 7, pull with the exhale. 8, your back doesn't turn when you pull, you just stay neutral. 5 more, pull. Good, neck is steady. Exhale. And sometimes you can tell one arm's a little weaker when you do it like this. Nice. Now we're going to let that down for a moment. I want to come back, but take a sip if you would like, and we're going to take a shoulder stretch. Take your fingers behind you. Open the arms away from your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we're going to take a weight. Let me tell you what this one is. It's a combo. It's going to be a bicep, and then at the top, you're going to push up. So it's not going to be a humongous weight, but I'm going to say it's going to be between 3 and 7 pounds. 5 pounds probably would be a good guess, but I want you to do a few. So it's a combo, which is good for the brain. So you're going to bend. Now, once you get here, I like to turn. Push up, but you have your abdominals on. Lower, there's a really nice, easy place. You've got it. It's a little combo. We're going to pull like we're picking up a watermelon. Then we're pushing up. 2. So a couple things going. There's some biceps. Good. Your shoulders. Make sure everything's healthy for your body. Your wrists look good to me. Just make sure they feel good. They're not stressed. They're in neutral with the forearm. 5, elbows feel good. You have a little ab tone when you're lifting the arms up like that. Turn. 6, good. So that weight looks good. You're able to complete it. 7. 8. 9. 1 more, because it was 2 moves. So it's kind of like we did 20 movements, but we did 10 of those sets. Lower that down. We're going to do our half moon, which is also a posture stretch. So the shoulder, the side, the back, and any kind of rotation you want here. Forward and back. Breathe in. Go up to the other side. Cross your feet. Go inhale and over. Now, if you would like, forward. Inhale, a rotation back. And then bring it back. Let it go. Nice job. I want to add on a tricep press, so let me tell you what this is going to look like. We did it with the band, but we're going to go like this. So it may not be maybe like a 5-pound weight in each one, somewhere like that. But you'll know as soon as we start. And you have each hand. You'll know. Is that too heavy? Is that too light? Or you can always change it. 2, you want to feel a little ab tone. 3, good. Neck is easy. 4, meaning not stressed. 5, 6, make sure it's okay on your shoulders. 7, 8, and chin is parallel to the floor. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now carefully lower that down. Take a little breather. Yep, and then we're going to do another posture stretch. So I know what we're doing is focusing a lot on these posture stretches, and that makes it easier for the body not to get rounded forward and to stay upright. So ideally the fingers are touching. You look good. 10. The breath always helps. Now we're going to be changing sides, and if you're right-handed and the right arm has a harder time getting behind you, we can always hold it a little extra to even it up. Neck is soft. 1. Breathe fully. 2. Inhale. Now in the exhale here, a little bit wider stance, and I just stepped from the wall because we're going to do a knocking on the door of life. This is just a nice way to relieve tension, tap into parasympathetic system. Now what we'll do, let's take a sip, and then we're going to do a deltoid with our band, with our hand weights. We're going to be doing a lateral raise. This one looks like a T, but it's both arms and it's long levered. So it could be a lighter weight, like 3 to 6 or 5 maybe, somewhere in there. So go out, but you don't need to go higher than shoulder height. So just go to about the shoulders. If you have any old shoulder injuries, you can always limit how high. It's like an inch less makes a big difference. Good. Knee soft. Breathing. You got it. 9, 10. Now up to 5 more, just do your best. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 1 more, 15. All right, let that down, and then we're going to take, before we go down, we're going to take a moment to do one balance pose because this is glute medius. So hold here for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is this muscle. 9. That was a good one for today then, right? We needed it. Okay, try the other one. And sometimes just changing up where your foot is. And this is why I like to tap it, even though it's a weight training. This glute med is really important for balance. Breathe in. And then exhale. Now the next one we're going to do on the floor, we're going to do a plank and we're going to do a swan, just to kind of keep our core involved. So I want you to come down. One plank and just hold for 10. So get ready. Good. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now rest your pelvis and the hands are going to push us up. This is a swan. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Betty, one without the hands. So the hands will go beside your hips. So inhale, lift up. Now this is back strength without your hands helping. It's pure back. Breathe in. And on the next one, you can interlace your fingers if you'd like and come up and you can lift your toes. So hold 10, good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then a child's pose. Press back. Hello, good morning. Press back, child's pose. And we're going to do one functional squat. So the backup plan or modification would be happy baby. But if you can even just go right here, a functional squat. You got it. So a few functional tasks. 5, 4, 3, 2, And then if you can, we're going to do a stand up from this position. If it doesn't, good, there you go. And then up, functional fitness, that's right. And then come right back down. I love it. One easy balance pose for the abs, lift up. So it's kind of like a V or a teaser, good. And just hold 10, 2, good. Harder is a longer lever, easier is a shorter lever. Make it what you need. 5, 4, 3, 2, crisscross applesauce. Nice, good job. All right, we're just gonna add a little rotation. We know that thoracic rotation is really important for preservation of posture to keep our back upright. So you're really focusing on the upper back. When you exhale, you might notice you micro rotate. All right, notice what that side is and just see what this side feels like. Let's go to the other side. So this will be an exhale to micro rotate, an inhale to lengthen. Now, when you're ready, inhale, face me. We got one more posture stretch here. This is lateral flexion. So every day your spine would like rotation, lateral flexion, flexion, extension, axial extension. Those are the 5 movements your spine would like every day. Let's go to the other side, go up and over. So this is hitting it. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe into that rib cage, one lung breathing. Nice. The last one is that thoracic extension. So this one's, if you only had time for one, this would be the one to do. Lift up your heart. Now we're going to set a tone for the rest of the day because our upper back has been opened, our shoulders and chest have been open. And then take a moment to sit. This is called Sukhasana. All that means is it's an easy posture, so whatever's easy for you. Take a moment to breathe in wellness. We are more than the absence of disease, the absence of sickness. We are meant to be vibrant well-beings. So take that in. We'll set that intention to be our day with so much appreciation.